When you look at the way that communication is handled and the way that emotions can be conveyed through expression and through sign language, and I think the sign language itself is sort of beautiful and I think compelling to watch.
I mean, we have a scene in the show where there is no words, it's all captioning. It's between Daphne and her best friend Emmett, and these are two deaf teenagers who would never speak. If they were alone, they would only sign, and I really wanted to keep that scene real and true. And it's just beautiful.
You hear ambient noise, as a hearing viewer, you hear ambient noise, but you don't really get the tonalities that you do when a person delivers their lines speaking. But you can see the tonality in their faces, and you can see the emotion and the beautiful language that sign language is, and you can see how expressive it is.
It starts basically right after Daphne has told her best friend Emmett that she's been switched at birth. And he speculates that, well, you wouldn't be deaf because she had caught meningitis as a baby, essentially. The kind of twist in the scene is not that she thinks, oh, you know, if only I wasn't deaf, I would be better or different or something. It's more, wow, that would be weird.
So it's something like, I can't even imagine, or that's so weird, who would I be? Me but hearing, it's so crazy.
That's crazy, I think is what you would say. Right?
I would say weird. That's weird.
Weird.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
too. Yeah, good.
That's a striking moment because for Daphne, she is defined by her deafness. That is a huge part of her life.
I am Daniel Amoris, and I'm Kara Amoris, and we're the technical consultants for Switch to Birth. On set, our main role was to make sure that the American Sign Language was accurate on screen, or also to give sound cues for the deaf extras. So basically interpreting for the ADs.
Background!
To make sure that the deaf extras were on the same page and they were doing what they needed to do when they needed to do it. And Kara had to focus more on Emmett and Daphne and their lines. Since that scene, it's supposed to be more in pure, true American Sign Language. So Kara sat behind the monitor, sort of observing that.
Daniel and Kara were both really helpful all through the whole process, including pre-production. And his sort of insights as a hearing person were really important to me, and I believe to Lizzie and Paul as well.
Daniel was wonderful in terms of guiding us through all of the unique and unexpected challenges of working with deaf actors.
Speaking with an actor directly, you learn a lot from the tone of their voice and how they express themselves, and there's another sense of communication that comes through there. And in speaking with Sean, I heard his interpreter's voice, and there's no way that someone can communicate exactly what someone else is saying without the nuance of their language. And I know that with sign there is nuance in how it's done, but I don't know that language. And it was just an odd realization for me and put me a little bit in that world, which I think hopefully informs in the show to a certain extent.